Hey guys, this is Smithy. Welcome to my channel. If you guys are new here, welcome. And if you guys have already been subscribed to the channel, thank you so much for subscribing. Today's video, I have been excited for so long and I've been waiting for so long for this package to arrive, and finally it's here, and that is from Colourpop, and it is, can you even see? It is Rawbeautykristi's collaboration. I mean, can I be more excited? No, I don't think so. So, if you guys don't know, where have you been? Rawbeautykristi has collaborated with Colourpop, and I wanted her to collaborate with Colourpop for so long. I'm a true fan of Kristi. I've always loved her. I've been following her for a long time. So this is basically like a fangirl kind of a moment right now for me. But I'm super excited, but I'm gonna keep it a little calm and try not to be biased and give you my honest opinion about this collection. Now, I did not pick everything because most of them were like out of stock like instantly, although I was on the website like 5 minutes before the whole launch happened. But still, I could snag up on like one product from each category, so I'm happy about that. I have the palette with me, I have one Super Shock shadow with me, and I have one eyeliner with me. So if you guys don't know, I might feel like out of breath, but it's just the excitement, trust me. Okay, I am so happy for Kristi. I mean, if you guys don't know, Zach and Kristi are having a baby. I cannot contain my excitement. She's almost due, like 2 more weeks for the due date. So now we can expect the baby anytime. That's her life update. She's got a home. She had a collaboration with Pure Cosmetics earlier this year, and now finally Colourpop's collaboration. I mean, 2020 can be a bad year for all of us, but Kristi rocks this year. I mean, and I'm genuinely so happy for her. And the year is not over, so we don't know. She might come up with something new too. So fingers crossed, but I'm so happy. If you guys cannot tell, you know, yeah. So let's dive right into the video. So this is her eyeshadow palette, and it's called At Forest Side. This palette has been inspired with the place where she lives, and that is Pacific Northwest. And she loves mushrooms. If anybody knows her, they know that she loves mushrooms. And this is like Kristi in a palette form. I cannot be more stoked about it. I am so happy that this came out like this. All the shade names are written in the back, and it has like a, if you can see, like there's a textural difference in the uni carton, and the same design applies on the palette itself. So this is how the palette looks like. And I'll give you the close-up view too. And this is how the shades are looking. I mean, if you guys know me, I feel like Kristi just made a palette for me. I mean, I love those deep grungy tones, which is very difficult to create. But if I'm putting colors on my eyes, it's generally these muted, deep grungy tones. I love this. Okay. I've not even put this on my eyes, but yes, this is my first impressions on the palette. I've only swatched it, and I'll leave the swatches on the screen for you guys. So this palette retails for $20, which is amazing. 16 shadows for $20. I mean, and Colourpop does really good shadows. Okay. So next is the Super Shock shadow. Now the Super Shock shadow as well as the Creme gel eyeliners, they are retailed at $7. And I picked up the shade Like a Moss. I felt this is the most unique shade in the quad that she launched. So I'm very happy that I got to try this. The other Super Shock that I really wanted was Mycelium. I feel that is a little more closer to Amaze from their collection. So I'm not that sad because I have Amaze in my collection. The Super Shock shadow also comes in this unique kind of a packaging with mushrooms all over it. And generally Colourpop's Super Shock shadows are in like a white packaging, if you've not seen this before, but Kristi's is in like the mossy emerald green kind of a packaging, which I absolutely love that they gave that detailing. And there's like a small mushroom on top of that, if you can see. I mean, I love the packaging altogether. Let's move on to the Creme gel liner. This also has a special packaging. It's similar vibe to the palette. So with all the mushrooms on the uni carton, and it's called like Creme gel liner, Colourpop Rawbeautykristi, And the gel liner that I picked out is in the shade Marigold, which is the beautiful mustard yellow. I also wanted that green. I'm almost angry at myself. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I couldn't get it just because it just sold out, guys. I cannot help myself. So this is, although I'm very, very excited for this liner too. Brown, I was not that excited about just because I have a Colourpop's brown eyeliner with me, which is the same chocolatey brown kind of a vibe. And mine is in the shade Mr. Bing. So yeah, I'm super excited in whatever I have. Now the whole collection from Rawbeautykristi included the eyeshadow palette, 3 creme gel liners, 4 super shock shadow and 2 glosses. I didn't pick up the glosses just because I personally am not a gloss kind of a person. If you guys know me, I am more of like a bullet lipstick kind of a person, but the colors were beautiful. If you are interested in glosses, they retail for $9. Both of them are pretty sheer. One is more of a clear base with a lot of sparkles in it, and the other one is like a baby pink kind of a gloss. So if you are interested, please do check that out. They are restocking Rawbeautykristi's the entire collection on December 11th. So please check your calendars. If everything goes good in this video, I'm definitely going to recommend it to you guys just because I love Kristi. So I don't know what I'm going to do, but since I'm wearing pink, I want to go with those pinky tones. But yeah, stay tuned. I will be doing a 5 looks with this palette for sure. I just got the palette today and I couldn't, and I was all ready to film another video, but since I got this, I mean, nothing can take this place. So let's start. I'm going to dip into the shade called Old Growth from the palette, which is the muted pinky mauvey tone in the palette, and I'm going to run that in the crease in like circular motion and windshield wiper motion and just blend everything with it. Blend it in the crease for a smooth like transition shade. I mean, look at the tones. It's so good. I mean, I feel like she just put me in a palette. I so love these colors. I will also do a comparison at the end of the video, just so that if you have other palettes in your collection and if you want, I doubt, because I might dupe like a few shades out of this palette, but this palette is unique by itself. So I don't feel that I can dupe everything in this palette, but I'm going to try and give you a few comparisons at the end of the video. Congratulations on Kristi for the new home, the baby. I mean, I so want to see her baby. I mean, I'm so excited, guys. If you cannot tell, I mean, I cannot contain my excitement. That's how I feel about her. I'm going to run the same shade on my lower lash line. Now, let's dip into the shade. What should I do? I so badly want to dip into that shade called Chanterelle, but would it be a mistake is what I'm thinking. Just because I want to keep those like pinky tones. Let's have fun, right? So I'm going to just lightly dip into the shade. No, I'm not going to do that. I don't want to do it. I'm scared. I don't want to ruin it. Okay, now I'm going to dip into the shade called Amanita. This has an asterisk mark at the end of its name. Most probably because it has red pigments in it. And it's a beautiful purple. I mean, can you see it, guys? Oh my god. I love these tones. I'm not even digging my brush into it. Just lightly dipped into it, but look at the pigmentation. I mean, it's stunning. Stunning is the word. And it's so difficult to do these muted shades. I mean, now I'm going to go back to the shade called Old Growth and just blend everything together. I so badly want to dip into that shade called Chanterelle, the yellowish orangey shade. So I am going to do that. Before that, I'm just going to put old growth all over my like inner half of the lid and in the crease too. I mean, look at the shades blending. Ah. These are just two shades, and this can be an eye look by itself. I'm gonna dip into that shade called Chanterelle. I don't know if this is gonna be a wrong call, but I wanna play with that yellow. I lightly dipped into it. I just want a light yellow. It's not even a yellow, it's like a mustard yellow orange. It's sunset in a palette. I'm going to apply the same shade on my lower lash line too. For my lid, I want to take the shade West Coast because it's calling my name. I'm going to apply that. Oh my god, it's so stunning, guys. I'm lightly tapping it. I'm pretty sure if you like wet the brush, it's gonna be more. How can it be more stunning? I mean, how can a shadow be more stunning than that? Oh. I want to play with like a warm tone and cool tones all together. It's not over, so don't worry about it. I'm just gonna blend everything together. On top of that gold shade, I want to apply Like a Moss Super Shock Shadow. I can swear, like Colourpop has done something different to these shadows. I mean, this is so creamy. Oh, can you guys see that? It's stunning. I have long nails, so I'm struggling to be precise. I might dip into a brush too. It's stunning. Stunning. I'm going to take the same shade Amanita on my lower lash line and I'm going to join it to my outer corner. And these tones are going with, I mean, I cannot imagine this not going with any of the shade in the palette. I mean, it's such a stunning shade. She did such a great job picking out the shades in this palette. Now for the waterline, how can I not? I'm gonna take my Marigold eyeliner and I'm gonna line my waterline. There's no tugging, nothing required. Stunning. I mean, how can it be more vibrant? Cannot be. Now I'm just gonna apply some liner and mascara and I'll get right back. And this is my final look. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this look. On my lips, I have my Wet n Wild's gel lip liner in the shade Lay Down the Mauves. And for the lipstick, I have Too Faced Melted Matte in the shade Sugar Cookie. And for my gloss, just to go with the whole vibe, I have Buxom's Mudslide Lip Gloss. I love the way it came out. I'm so happy about this whole collection. And moreover, just to support Kristi. I mean, I really feel she could not have done a better job. The whole collection screams out her name and she just put her love for the, you know, the forest, the mushrooms, the Pacific Northwest, everything in this palette. The best thing about the entire collection, I personally feel, for me, it's gonna be this palette. No surprise at all. I absolutely loved the shades that I played with. Actually, I've just played with 3 shadows in this look. I don't know if they have like changed their formula or not, but I feel that this is a little more of a top-notch quality of the Colourpop standards. I mean, I recently purchased the Hocus Pocus collection, if you've not seen that, and this is better than that. I don't know. Even the Super Shock, I'm so surprised. I generally love their Super Shock shadow like formula, but this is extra creamy. It's extra dimensional. I love it. But yes, I would be posting a 5 looks with 1 palette using this at For a Sight palette in my upcoming videos, so stay tuned for that. Please do subscribe if you haven't already so that you don't miss on that video at all. If you guys are thinking that the Raw Beauty and Pure Cosmetics collaboration is very similar to At For a Sight, I personally don't think that way, just because I feel the Pure Cosmetics and Raw Beauty collaboration was much more brighter colors, and this is much more muted collection altogether. I personally feel this is more like my cup of tea just because I love muted colors and not rainbow colors. Now, for the comparison, I really wanted to pick out 2 shadow palettes that came into my attention. One was Anastasia Beverly Hills Jackie Aina palette, and the other one is Too Faced Pumpkin Spice palette. Just because of the, you know, the pinky purplish tones and those mustardy fall tones. So out of the comparison of Jackie Aina palette and At For a Sight by Rawbeautykristi, I still feel none of the shades are like exact dupes of each other. You might get the similar vibe from the shades Amanita and Pinker, Credit and Homegrown, and Edges and Rainier. I feel those 3 were the most similar shades out of the whole palette. But yes, I still feel that it is such a unique palette to have in the collection. Now, on the other hand, if we compare Too Faced Pumpkin Spice palette and Rawbeautykristi's palette, I feel out of the whole lot, 6 shades are pretty similar, which would be Pumpkin Spice and Chanterelle, Rainier and Ginger Spice, Sweetie Pie and Puff Ball, LA Mode and Old Growth, Amanita and Warm and Cozy, and Cocoa Drizzle and Homegrown. I feel these 6 shades are pretty similar. Again, if you couldn't afford the Pumpkin Spice palette and you want a little more affordable version of it, I feel Kristi's palette would be great option for you guys. If those are the colors that speaks to you, I feel you should definitely try Kristi's palette. You will not be disappointed at all. But yes, if you guys are new to my channel, please do subscribe if you haven't already, and also ring the notification bell so that you are notified every time that I post next. I generally upload every Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays at 9 AM Eastern Standard Time. Until next time, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!